What is going on, guys? Glorious day, and unfortunately I gotta go to work for a little bit, but we are working on that today. But I gotta run up to work, do a couple things, and we're trying to get some of the axles, or at least get the front mocked up to get put in. Got a kind of a big update on this, because I'm a shitty YouTuber. Somehow I have lost another freaking SD card that had everything on that, because you see there's no engine in it. Took the engine out and everything, and the SD card that I had, I can't find, that had everything on it. But I'm gonna take a 2019, well, I'm actually technically driving a 2019 Trail Boss right now. That only has almost 400 miles on it, mainly because it has a weird misfire. Seatbelt on. Took a little longer than I expected to deal with some stuff at work, because apparently knowing what you're doing at work and having people ask you questions all the time slows the process down, and dealing with some other bullshit. But my nice sunny day has gone away already. I said it's 3:57, but that's an hour off. It was 4 hours when it only should have been at like 2. But the sun's pretty much gone, which sucks, just because I want to actually do something. But tomorrow's supposed to rain, which isn't the best thing, but it's supposed to rain. So whether or not how much I get done on the Jeep today, it is questionable, because I couldn't work on it last night when I got off work. And we're gonna see how long, because it's almost 3 o'clock, even though, so I got 3 hours until it gets dark. And then hopefully it stays decently warm. It doesn't rain on me, and I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. Alright, it's a little dark, sun's starting to set, but I really finally got done with stuff I needed. But death wheel, and this is not enough cutting wheels. Then I don't know what is. Then I really need to invest in a plasma cutter. If this is not enough cutting wheels, I should only use like this many. But I'm gonna cut some stuff off of this. My brother's supposed to be bringing me a couple sheets of plate steel so I can make upper mounts and probably lower mounts. I'm chit-chatting with him. Probably not gonna scavenge stuff off of this besides the bushings, and I'm just gonna make my own mounts. Besides, the only thing that's going to come off is the spring perches. But let's get to it, because we're losing daylight and it's only going to get colder. It's actually not that bad. It's 70 something degrees outside. Perfect weather. I'm going to get cutting off of this and hopefully not set anything on fire that bad. We'll see.
Japan.
Lob this off. Actually, not working. So I got them all rough. I've got my drill bits and stuff in my house, or not my house, my work. But I think what I'm gonna do, this plate where the leaf spring and everything, and sway bar, track bar, I'm gonna lob it, and then I'm gonna weld the mounts for the lower control arm to this. This one's gonna be a little harder. I'm gonna have to clean this up because they're gonna have to be notched for this, which might make it a little easier. I don't know. I might have to make some longer mounts for this side. I don't know. We're winging it since I don't have the proper tools per se, but also knowledge. Learn as I go on this. I have an ish amount of knowledge, or common sense, as I'm gonna call it. And what to do, so I'm gonna clean some of this stuff up, and then I'm gonna lob this off, and we're gonna see about moving some lights and whatnot, and try to get this under at least, possibly bring the welder out and around to tack some mounts for the lower mounts, because it's $8 o'clock, so I should be a couple more hours I should have it done. I'm just gonna pray for no rain tomorrow. Yep. Well, I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and then we'll get some stuff cut and possibly tack some stuff in. Alright, so I had a little bit of epiphany. Well, first, some of the rough cuts. Well, the control arm isn't quite where it's supposed to be at, but the control arm will come up. As soon as it comes up, it should be right where it is. Still need to notch this just a smidge. Actually, no, it's probably about good. That'll go there. This one will go there. They'll get welded. I'm going to lob this off before I do anything so I can get welded on the other side. Oh boy. But when I was, let's see, probably my other light, but when I was trying to lob these off, which I still need to lob off to work with that, I lobbed the upper control arm mount off on this side to give me a little more room. And like I said, this is just temporary to get it as a roller. Well, these mounts aren't going to be temporary. They may get grounded off and repositioned. But for sure, this top one, these two top ones and probably the bottom one, I'm probably going to go to a 3-link. I don't know, I haven't decided yet or how I'm going to do it. It's probably going to be still a 4-link, but it's going to be a little bit easier with longer bars going all the way back. But the carriage bolt that I use, but the piece that, like, I'm actually going to weld this back up and tack it real good and make sure it doesn't move. It's not going to be running and driving like this, so it's not going to matter. Cut it off of there, and I was like, wait a second, if I notch it, I still gotta do a little bit of grinding down on these pieces to kind of get it to sit, but just because it's up a little bit, but it's pretty much once I get it all situated, it's pretty much where that mount for that control arm technically should go anyways. In theory, well, because it's cutting and grinding and fitting stuff takes forever. It is almost 11 o'clock, but I am, because I'm taking my time and trying to do stuff right instead of, like, if I was half-assing this, I could have this thing together in a heartbeat. Because what I would have done is I would have came through and lobbed this whole piece off and then welded it to that, and that's not what I want to do. And I could have lobbed the whole other piece that I'm using for that piece for there and welded it up, but it's half-ass. I'm actually cutting plate and actually making good mounts for the bottom. The hard one is going to be the lower on the driver's side, just because I got the pumpkin. Well, the more I look at it, the more it's going to be easier. I'm just going to have to spend time on it. I'm just hoping it doesn't rain tomorrow or in like 6 hours. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this bracket tacked up once my brother's done with the welder, because he's using it again. And then I'm going to get that one ready to get tacked up, because this one's pretty much ready. What I want to do is I want to get it tacked up, and then get a cross piece tacked up on it so it holds it together like a top and bottom tack piece, so that I can pull it out and then drill it so I can get the holes where I need to be, so then I can actually fully tack it, because I'm only going to put like a tack or two on the axle to get it to hold together, so then I'm going to drill the holes and then they'll be bolted up. The only thing I got to do next is get the perches off, so then I can weld the perches on this so I can put springs under it and let it sit on its own weight. Probably sit a little lower than I want to, but I got spacers for that.
was the bushing that was trying to burn?
I'm not. Probably. Because I'm still too fucking hot.
Back to wire speed though. Because on decent, it's more wire speeds what controls how hot.
Flush. Alright guys, it's day 2. It is Sunday. I know last night kind of got cut off just abruptly. Dealt with welder issues. The new spool that we put in wasn't feeding right, like it was wrapped wrong from the factory. So we had to deal with that. And then got the wire stuck in the lining. We got that fixed, but we can't find any of our contact tips because the contact tip that's in it now is bad. So I can't weld anymore, which is good because now I can see in the daylight that I'm a little crooked on one of my mounts that's roughly tacked in. So I gotta knock that out and adjust it. And it's a little cold and it's supposed to rain again, so I'm not gonna be doing too much stuff out here. But I need to get this one finished so the axle stays put as is, because it has an upper and a lower to keep it from going back and forth or rotating. So it'll go up and down, but it won't really twist or axle wrap technically. So then I can get that, and then hopefully I'll have the wheels off by then. So I'm hoping tomorrow or by Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving's Thursday. I'm gonna try to get Friday off, because Saturday is supposed to be similar to what it was this Friday and Saturday. It's supposed to be fairly decent. So maybe I can get this in, and then I need to, while I'm doing that throughout the week, I need to go through and get a piece of cardboard and cut out this piece and this piece so I can get, I need to do all 3 pieces, doing this span, this, and this, so I can cut it out and cut it out of sheet metal so I can get it built, and then do the same thing for the other side. I gotta clean up the other side because it's still not fully cut. But that is it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the little bell for any notifications, because YouTube's stupid sometimes and they don't give you notifications. But we're moving along. Hopefully here next weekend. I said this weekend, but we got as far as we could. Got technical difficulties with the old used Miller welder that we have. That's just being a pain in the ass, but it's coming along. I've actually spent more time working on this than I have in the past 6 months, so that's good. But I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.